Millennials, this video is for you. I see you. I know you're tired of renting. You need a bigger space. It's about time. I'm gonna show you how to get your first house. Let's go. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Luis D. Perez. I'm your local Southern California real estate expert, and I'm gonna equip you with all the real estate knowledge so you can avoid any nightmare situations. That's my goal for this YouTube channel. Make sure you smash that like button, comment, share this video, and also make sure you subscribe. All right, so in 2008, we had the housing crisis, which affected millions of Americans. But one of the things that many people don't talk about, forget, or ignore are us, the millennials, because we were the ones who also got affected the most. If you remember, in 2008, many millennials like myself were graduating from college. They were ready to start their new career, get their good job, but the economy went all the way down. There wasn't many jobs out there. And instead of us going into the job market strong, there wasn't much to do. And not only that, on top of that, we couldn't even buy our house because we couldn't get a good job. Many millennials were living and staying home with their parents because they couldn't afford to buy their own house. Now I have good news for you, because according to this graph here, which as you can see, it went all the way down to 2018, from 2005 to 2018, but then it spiked up, and suddenly millennials from ages 35 and under are coming back to the real estate market. And as you can see, this trend is only gonna keep going up and up and up and up. And I'm ready for you millennials to buy your first house. I'm gonna prepare you. I'm gonna give you all the information that you need so you can prepare to buy that first house. You deserve it. It's been a while. I know you're tired of renting, but you need to prepare. So I'm gonna give you 3 steps today that are very easy. You can do today, apply it today so you can get that first house. The first thing you need to do is you need to check your credit score. You gotta know where you stand. And one of the best places to go to is www.annualcreditreport.com. You could get a credit report for free. I put a link down below so you can just click and go. Find out where your credit score is. And remember, you're planning. Maybe some of you are gonna buy in the next few months. Some of you are gonna have to buy in the next coming years. Whenever you decide to buy, you need to start preparing and picking up that credit score. You want to pick it up because you want to get the best interest rates. You don't want to get some boo-boo interest rates. You want to get the best interest rate so you can save more money, and you have time. This is why we're doing this video. You want to aim for at least a 740 credit score. Yes, 740 FICO score. You can do it. Pay your bills on time. Make sure you're paying off debt. Make it happen. I'm going to have a credit specialist come in to teach us how to pick up our credit score in a few weeks from now. Make sure you watch for that video. Second thing you got to do, you need to find out what your monthly mortgage payment is going to be like. This is something a lot of clients, a lot of first-time home buyers are not really aware of and are not really putting much time into. But remember, you're preparing right now. You have a few months, you have a few years, so make sure you find out what is that monthly mortgage payment going to look like for you. How much house can you afford? And the way to do that is really easy. I'm going to explain it to you in layman terms. The first thing you got to do is you got to find out what is your monthly gross income. That is what you get paid in 30 days before they take the taxes away. So whatever that number is, you multiply that by 45%. Now you might be asking, why 45%? Because 45% is the number, the percentage that most lenders use to determine what your DTI is, as debt to income. It's a very important number. Your debt to income could be anywhere from 26, 28% all the way to 50%, but most lenders are comfortable giving you a 45% DTI. I'm not gonna get into all the details because I'm not a lender, but I'm gonna give you the basics. So what you do is you get your monthly gross income and you multiply it by 0.45. Whatever that number is, you put it to the side. Now you need to determine, or the next step is you need to determine how much are you paying a month for all your debt. Some of you guys have credit cards, some of you guys have an auto loan, some of you guys have obviously student loans, right? So how much are you paying every month? You add up all that debt you have, and now what you do is you get that number that you got from the 0.45% DTI and your gross income, you get that number and you subtract it by your debt that you're paying off every month. And whatever that number is how much you can afford for a monthly mortgage payment. All right, so now that you know your monthly mortgage payment, it's easy for you now to find out how much of a house you can afford. You're in a realistic world. You're not just looking at homes and saying, I love this house, which is like $1 million home, but can you afford it? You need to ask yourself, can I afford it? I gave you the formula. Go ahead and apply that right now so you can see if you can actually afford that house. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that as well. You basically just get a mortgage calculator. I like to use Dave Ramsey's mortgage calculator, and you basically input the monthly mortgage payment. You can use any mortgage calculator. As long as you know what your monthly payment is, you just input it into these mortgage calculators, and it's basically going to tell you how much of a house you can afford. But I'll get into that in another video, more specifically. For now, find out what your mortgage payment is going to be. And finally, you want to find out how much money you need to put into your bank account, into your savings. This is very important. Now, there are 4 types of savings you want to have. For a down payment, obviously it all depends. If you go FHA, if you go conventional, if you're a veteran, if you're a military veteran and you want to use that VA, it all depends. That's when you talk to your lender to determine what is your best route. But if you were asking me, Luis, what do you think? What is the best route? Well, again, I don't know your situation, but for most of you, I would highly, highly recommend for you to get a conventional loan at 20%. Yes, 20%. 20% is a lot of money, I know, but you're preparing right now. I would say even for those that are thinking of using down payment assistance programs, closing cost programs, that Cal FA, there's a lot of programs that I know some lenders that can help you with. You want to prepare for the worst case scenario. I tell all my clients, I'm gonna tell you, prepare for the worst case scenario, because what if you can't qualify, or what if there's no programs available? You want to have that money saved up so you can make your purchase, and also so you can have budget, you can have options of getting the best of the best of the best. So if I were you, I would save 5% at least for a conventional loan. And the reason why you want to go conventional is because with FHA, there's a thing called a private mortgage insurance. It's a PMI. Remember that. The PMI is what you pay extra on top of your mortgage payment. And it's usually anywhere from $100 to $300 a month. And for FHA, for that PMI, you're paying it for whatever the life of the loan is. If you get a 15 or if you get a 30-year mortgage, you're paying that extra monthly payment on top every single month for the life of the loan. That, my friends, racks up big time. But instead, go with a conventional loan, because with conventional loan, if you come in below 20%, if you come in at 20%, you don't pay the PMI. That's why you should do 20%. But for some of you, or most of you, if you can't do the 20%, do at least 5%. And after 5 or 8 years, that PMI, that private mortgage insurance, will drop. The second thing you want to save is closing costs. These are payments that you have to make for appraisal fees, title fees, escrow fees. Man, there's a whole bunch of fees that I'm not going to get to. That's for a whole other video. But you just need to know that you need to save anywhere from 3 to 4% of the purchase price so you can close and make sure you're paying all these extra fees on top of your down payment. The final 2 things that I want to talk about for saving is your emergency maintenance and repair and your emergency funds. When you buy a house that's a little old, you're going to have to do a few repairs on it throughout the year. So you want to save anywhere from 1 to 3% of the purchase price. So if I were you, I would save 1% of the purchase price, and I'll put that in my bank account, in my savings. And when I buy that house, if there's anything that happens to my air conditioner, my roof, my electrical wiring, my plumbing, anything that's going to cost me a few thousand, I'm going to have that saved up and I'm going to be ready to make that payment. You see, not a lot of buyers do this, and they end up going with $0 after they make their down payment, their closing costs. There's no money in the bank, so they can do repairs. Make sure you're saving it for the repairs. And the final is emergency funds. You never know, you might lose your job, you might get hospitalized. So I recommend that you save 6 months of whatever your salary is. So if you're getting paid $50,000 a year, $25,000 is 6 months worth of your salary. Make sure that's in your bank account. So if anything happens and you can't make your mortgage payments due to being hospitalized, losing a job, or whatever the reason, you won't go into foreclosure, you'll avoid it, and you'll be able to make some payments while you pick yourself back up. I hope I gave you all the tools, all the resources that you need to make your first purchase. I'm excited for you. I know you can do it. Don't give up. Keep saving. Have a vision. Have a goal. Go for it. Dream big. You got this. You're going to own your house. You're going to make it happen. We're going to dominate this real estate market. I believe in you. Hope you found this video very helpful. Make sure you share it. Smash that like button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm here to help you. I hope you have a blessed day. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.